Welcome to Stitch with Mel. I am Melissa, and it is so nice to meet so many of you who I know for a fact this is your first time to see me. Some of you guys have gone backwards, and I'm so sorry for that. But it's nice to see everybody. So if you are returning, welcome back. If you are new, go ahead and just hit everything, do all the stuff, you know. I look forward to getting to know so many of you guys. A lot of you are coming in from StitchCon, and I'm so excited for that because we have definitely got some shared memories. So let me get started with everything. Today is, what day is it? It is June 17th. It is Friday night. This is a long overdue video, but it's okay. It's all good. This is Flosstube number 46. So, yeah, I've been here a second. And today is, for those who have been waiting, the StitchCon Revisited. I have so much to share with you guys. So, let me just say, I am still floating on cloud 9. You'll see that when I show my finishes later. Because I have been on a finish trip. Since I got back, I have finished three or four projects, whips that I had going. Some were Mania. Well, technically everything I was supposed to have touched in Mania, and it didn't happen. Some were January starts at the beginning of the year. Some I just had going. I don't know. Anyways, so I don't know actually where to begin. I've watched a couple of my friends' recaps, and they're just so good. I promised myself I'm not going to cry. That's probably going to fail. I did grab coffee, so go ahead and grab your coffee. Love this cup. Coffee, tea, whatever you're drinking. I'm drinking coffee. I stitch with coffee. If you don't know that, I always have coffee when I'm stitching. Almost always. When I'm at work, it's either coffee or water. But when I'm at home, typically it's coffee. And if I'm stitching at home, it might be more than one cup, but that's okay. Before I do anything, I woke up this morning and I went in and I stepped on the scales and I lost 2 more pounds. So yay! I was talking to one of my coaches. I didn't get to see the other one very long today, but I was talking to one of my coaches, and she said, "Did you stay on the diet during your vacation?" And I was like, "Yeah, like I really did." And she's like, "You're the bravest woman I know." And I was like, I mean, I was legit scared if I messed up the diet while I was gone, it's all gonna come back and I'm gonna be unstoppable. So yeah, I did. Kind of tripped a couple of people out, you know, like when you order a hamburger patty with cheese and bacon, and it's so good though. I love it. We went to a great Italian place. I'm so out of order now. We went to a great Italian place, and they had some, I don't know, it was some Italian word, but it was scallops and shrimp and salmon that they would have put on fettuccine with Alfredo sauce. And I said, "Can we do all the fish stuff and the Alfredo sauce and no noodles?" And she said, "No noodles?" And I was like, "No noodles. No sides either." She's like, no sides, no greens." And I was like, "Nope, no salad, no bread." No. And so it was amazing. Like, it was pierced salmon, so you know, it was bits of salmon, and then the scallops were cut up, I'm guessing, into 4s. They were pretty small pieces, and the shrimp were whole shrimp. And so yeah, it was so good. And the Alfredo sauce was like a soup, like it was thin. So I'm slurping all my, you know, seafood. I'm not normally a seafood person, but it was really good. And then I went to breakfast one morning with Athena and Beth and the girls from the Black Needle Society and somebody else. I can't remember who was there. Zana was there. I don't remember. And I had this amazing omelet with just ham and Gruyere cheese. It was so good. Okay, I'm gonna get hungry before the night's over. Anyways, So I wanted to just share with you my love for StitchCon. I'm gonna have issues if I can't get back in later. The StitchCon atmosphere. Let's go there first. So when I left the house, I forgot my gym clothes. That wasn't any good. I forgot my smalls to participate in the small giveaway. That wasn't any good. It seems like I forgot something else. So at some point in the middle of Kentucky, I'm like, you know what? It's okay. It's not worth it to sweat it. It's like, we're going to have fun. So I didn't worry about, going to the gym to work out any, because I didn't have anything, you don't want to wear your good clothes to stink in. So no walking, no exercising, none of that. I did plenty of walking at the convention center because I always parked the furthest away, and I wore sandals the entire weekend. That was a hot mess. Anyways, so I got there, I don't know, sometime 4-ish, 4:30-ish, something. And Steph was out in the hall at the little check-in desk. Now, everybody else got greeted by Steph and Pam. Everybody else, got to do the whole, the experience, the excitement, whatever in the line. Melissa doesn't need to do that. So I walk up and Steph's just there with the biggest grin on her face. And she was like, "Hi, love." And I was like, "I'm here." And so she hands me this gorgeous bag, not with all of this stuff hanging out. I'll explain that later. But it's a beautiful, heavy canvas bag with the StitchCon logo on it. And she says, "You'll find everything you need inside." And I said, "Okay. Can we take a picture?" So it was my first picture. I took a picture holding the bag up. She's smiling. She said, "Oh, you're so tall." And I said, "How tall are you?" And she told me, I don't want to embarrass her. I am tall. I'm 5'10". And so she's like, "I just didn't picture you being that tall." And I was like, "Well, I'm gonna carry this weight somewhere." So, little joke. So, she said, "Go on in, go do all the things." She said, "Do you have your finished piece for the brag table?" And I said, "I do. Let me go get it." Because I knew what I had taken. I had taken Seeking Refuge, which she and I had stitched together. And I finished the entire event, skipping way ahead, finished the entire event, taking a picture with her of it. She was like, "It's so good, Melissa." She knows I cried the entire time I stitched it. It just had so much meaning. Anyway, so I walk into the door to this room. Now, look, let's just be frank. I was raised in the church world. We did ministry. I am not a stranger to large crowds. I'm not. I've been in large crowds. I've done youth conventions. I've done concerts. I've done all kinds of events. 300 people is not a lot in my book. But a lot's happened in the last 2 years. And so my brain is kind of twisted on things now. I am not the same person that I was, 5 years ago. And so I walked into the room and I'm looking at this crowd and I immediately said, "What am I doing here?" And so I jumped into my protective mode and I started taking pictures. Journalist, that's what I do. I take pictures. And so I just started taking pictures. Let's take care of things. I seated myself at a table with one person. I'm not going to say names because it's fine. And they were working right up my alley, right? And so I sat there for a second, looked around, wasn't sure what to do because I needed to stimulate my external protective mode like pretty fast. So I was like, being quiet in this loud room is not fixing to work for me. So in all actuality, I'm an extrovert, like forced. I'm actually an introvert. I just make myself do things extroverted. So I look up, and there are the Bougie Sisters. Y'all call them the Bougie Stitchers. I call them the sisters because they're my sisters. You're not allowed to steal it. Just don't try. They're the Bougie Stitchers. You've got that. So I think at that point, Jenny was standing, Nancy was sitting. I almost like ran to them. Like I can't even remember that whole scenario that happened there, but into Jen's arms I go. And I was home. For the rest of the weekend, I was home. Jen had texted me, Jen and Nancy both had. Nancy's like, where are you? Jen had texted me, hey, you know, be safe, da-da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da. She's military, I'm law enforcement. We speak each other's language. And so I had posted, I think early that morning, a picture of myself sitting on my couch. Hey, I'm not ready to go. I'm not ready to do this, whatever. And she had responded, get here. We'll catch you. And they did. They totally did. They, you know, even when they were hanging out with other people, they were still checking up on me, texting me. I can't remember if it was like immediately or just later in the afternoon. Jen actually grabbed my phone and she plugs her number in. She's like, here I am. Which I needed sometimes. So yeah, there I was. So I sat down and I unpacked my bag where I found my name badge. Super sweet. I found this gorgeous StitchCon journal with a pen. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do with this. Some people use this as an address book for the event, which was genius. I did not. I've thought about doing some stitching journaling because, you know, my whole thing is stitching is my therapy, or stitching is therapy. There is a stitching is my therapy, and that's not me. I don't know yet, but it's beautiful, so I will definitely use it. There was a program. Let me see if it's... Oh, full disclaimer, this is the second time I've recorded this. I was uploading it 2 days ago. Yesterday I wasn't feeling great, so I was uploading it 2 days ago, and my phone ate my entire video. I don't know what happened. So here I am recording it again. This is the 2022 passport. It's got all of the information, and I stole this from our table. So sorry, Barb. So that was all there waiting on us in the bag. So I sit down and immediately I'm like, okay, let's communicate. So we communicated some, and then I was like, gonna stitch. I took with me this fancy little this is on my notes for the show. This fancy little graph where I was going to keep up with my hours like I do at work, because I legit do. You know, like this weekend is my long weekend, so tomorrow I will plan to stitch on certain projects every hour, and the same thing Sunday. Of course, when things happen at work, you know, I put it all down and come back to it later. But I theoretically, oftentimes, take 12 projects for 12 hours. Knowing usually I'm not going to work on that many, but I take them. Nancy thinks that's cute. Nancy's like, what is that? I was like, goals? She was like, oh. So throughout the weekend, she's writing me little notes. She wrote on there, talk to Nancy. She wrote on there, start a new, what does that say? Start a new stitch. You know, she's just writing me little notes, and it was cute. So I worked on King on Thursday night. And then I worked on Oh Dear during night stitching Thursday. I wanted to finish Oh King, I wanted to finish Oh Dear, or I wanted to finish King, Oh Dear, and then I took Stitcher's Resolution. Those were my big goals to finish. Oh, and my darling, Teresa Kogut. So, mission accomplished. Just skipping ahead there. But anyway, so I took that. I'm sitting down stitching. People are constantly coming to me and to the table. We had a fun table. We had we had Laura from Brenda and the Serial Starter. We had Chris from Chris Cross Stitch. We had Trixie Tricycle. We had Tiny Little House Stitcher. Tiny House Stitcher. I almost messed that up. Sorry, Angie. We had Nancy Jones was over here. I don't think she has a Flosstube, but she's such a sweet lady. We had Mountain. What is the name of her? Where's it at? It's Felicia. She's a mountain stitcher. I'll find it out. I'll tag her. We had Ruth Cole. So we had a fun table. And then we had, of course, the bougies. I had Jen over here and Nancy over here. I was in the middle. So yeah, we had a fun table. And then they had this cute, if you've seen all of my pictures and stuff, you've seen this cute photo stand. The StitchCon logo's behind it. It's got a red carpet laid down. They had a picture frame that, you know, everybody's holding up and doing all the things with. Super fun. So we were the professional photographers all weekend. Just randomly walk up. Hey, would you guys take a picture? Sure, absolutely. You know, I'm going to need you to do this. You know, we're posing them and making sure everybody's smiling, right, Nancy? So that's kind of the layout. So first day, I'm getting pictures with people, talking to people, you know, as they come up. I'm kind of getting the lay of the land. I put Seeking Refuge in a corner on the back table because everything else was just so full. And so then people started migrating their stuff to it. It was just super fun. Did I say Ruth? I think I did. Late night stitching. I hung out with Sarah, Memphis Sarah E. I hung out with Zan, Crazy Band Lady. I hung out with Notorious Needle, Sarah. I don't remember. I think that was pretty much it. We had some people popping in and out of our table. But I worked on King all night that night. The next day, I did not come down to stitch early. I planned on it. It just didn't happen. I was like, I'm going to sleep in. I was exhausted. So I got there, I think, around 9, something like that. So I went to the bride table. And so there's tons of pictures, took tons of pictures. And Chrissy walks up to me, finally a farm girl. She's like, hey. And I had a fangirl moment. Like, I felt it happen on the whole face. I was like, oh my gosh. And so we took pictures together and, you know, we talked for a second. We didn't talk really long. And so, you know, then I continue perusing the bride table. And then I hear, well, hey there. And Annie, oh my gosh, the proper stitcher. She walks up to me, fangirling all over again. I love those two ladies with everything. They're just so fun. I don't know what I expected out of that moment, but it wasn't what I got. So I think I expected more formality, and it was just so informal and casual and fun and so great. And they were just so gracious, and I'm like, you know, fangirling. And you got like millions of followers, and I've got like 500, and you know, y'all are just so great, and you do everything perfect, and you finish, and I don't have. I have a couple of finishes now. I have a finish there. You know, I was just like, wow, I get to hang out with these people all weekend. Now the Bouges, they also do a whole lot. Like, I'm like super jealous. They're quilting and they're making bags, and I'm just like, you guys started stitching a year ago, and I've been doing it for like 30 years. So we did the break table thing. Terry Shavers walks up to me and she's like, "You don't know me, do you?" I was like, "I'm so sorry. I'm horrible about names, y'all." We talk all the time on my Instagram and I'm pretty sure on Flosstube. And so, you know, then I had a face. And so I got some pictures with all of them. Laura struck me too. I didn't know she was sitting at the table because Laura didn't sit down. I think she sat down Sunday. I think. I don't know. She was around Saturday. She hung around. She really didn't sit down, but she hung around. Bouncing everywhere. Nancy did too. Y'all don't believe Nancy when she says I'm shy. I would look over at Jen and I was like, "Where's your sister?" She's like, "I don't know." She's looking around. I'm like, "Oh wait, there she is." She was everywhere. She was just everywhere. It was so fun to watch. Because what happens is, Jen said it the best in their video. She said, "We've created a community." Annie said something along those lines too. I'm taking it a step further. Barb, you have successfully made completely perfect strangers a family. I knew that Barb was my spirit sister the first time I heard her speak, because I didn't know who she was. I mean, you know, I saw her face, I saw her in Pam and Steph's videos preparing for StitchCon last year and this year, but I never met her. I'm not from the North. I don't go anywhere north. So, I'm watching her talk. She's tearing up, and I'm like, "Oh, we were meant to be friends." But I literally felt such a kinship every single moment of the weekend. Never a negative word. If there was, I didn't hear it at all. Nothing to complain about. People are standing around watching each other stitch, and they're bragging on each other, not questioning each other, not "Why did you choose that color?" or "Why are you stitching differently than me?" and nothing. "Oh my gosh," is what I heard so many times, because people were, you know, they're staring over somebody's project. They're like, "Oh my gosh, I'm going to stitch that. Oh my gosh, such a beautiful color. Oh my gosh, I can't believe you're getting all that done. Oh my gosh, you got so far." And I was like, we're just in awe of each other's art. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a true definition of family. Loving and supporting and taking care of each other. Whew. Okay. So, Laura, fangirl. "Laura, can I have a picture?" She walks over, she puts her hand on my arm, and I'm just like, I gotta squeeze. I have joked since I started watching her and Brenda. I think I started watching them right after the fire. I think they were the first people that Aunt Donna told me to watch. And I have said, they're my adopted aunts. Now, they're not much older than me. I think 10 years. So, you know, they're young aunts. But they're way more advanced in cross-stitching than me. So, you know, it's like, they're my aunts. So it felt amazing just to get that little squeeze and take a picture with Laura. So when she did come around, you know, we shared looks and we shared happy times, and it was fun. I can't read my notes from over there now. I'm all teary-eyed. Tammy Blaylock, met her. Creative country girl. She does bags and stuff I need to look into. Milka came around. So sweet. Kristen and Jody were walking around, and I grabbed both of them. Kristen and Jody from Steel City Stitchers. I just adored them. Like, they're like little sisters. Family, right? The family unit. So anytime that, if I am a subscriber to you, which, you know, is most of the people that I can get my hands on, if I get the little ding dong that you've posted, then I'm going to immediately watch you as fast as I can. Some people are on a schedule, and so I already know, you know, hey, when I get in from work, this is coming on. Some people post like crazy hours of the night. So I'm like, I'll get you tomorrow. If it's my long weekend like it is this weekend, I watch everybody in a row. You know, some people are 30 minutes, some people are an hour and a half, some people are an hour. Nothing to me. You know, I don't even have a checklist. I'm just like, who have I not watched? If you have a little dot beside your name, then I'm going to click on you and watch you. So where was I going with that? Steel City Stitchers. Just adore them. And so I'm like, hey guys, can I get a picture? And they're like, sure, you know. So they came over and I took a sweet picture with them. And then there was the Smalls Exchange. Now that, let me tell you, was some fun to watch. Because Steph is being creative and she's not calling numbers in order. And so these people are sitting on the edge of their seats that had little poker chips with numbers on them. And so she would call a range of numbers. And if you were in that range of numbers, you ran to the Smalls Exchange where everybody who was involved with that particular poker chip color had put their gifts. And so you chose whichever one you wanted. Now, the whole thing is whatever you stitched, you're supposed to have a bag with that thing. So like mine was, I'm going to lie because I don't want y'all to know what mine is for the next time. Say mine was patriotic. Just say, because it's not. If I did a little patriotic piece, like something like that or something, and then I would have, you know, included some knickknacks, whatever. And so my bag would have to be something patriotic so that you would know, hey, that's patriotic. So it was so fun to watch all of these people. You know, they're just waiting because they know which box or bag that they want to grab. And other people may be grabbing their stuff like, oh man, but there's something else cute. So it was super fun. I've always done Dirty Santa stuff and different things at Christmas parties. So I'm completely familiar with the meanness that happens there. But that was fun. And then we went to dinner. And that was amazing because that was the Italian night. Stacy, I met her. That was actually when I met her. I didn't meet her before that. So we went to dinner and there's an extra face. And I'm like, I don't know this person, but we'll figure it out. Stacy Stitches. Now I know her. And she is the one who makes the gorgeous, her and her husband, pattern holders / your electronics, whatever. So I think I'm going to get one. They're very reasonable. I looked at the prices today because I was like, that feels like a gift to myself. They also make thread winders, which I don't use, but maybe I just need one because they're pretty. They're real wood. Like, they're pretty. And then she carries some patterns and some kits. So she hung out with this, and I just fell in love with her spirit. Like, she's fun. Like, the kind of people I like to hang out with. The kind of people that I'm not. Like, I'm not spontaneous and goofy, but I love to hang out with those kinds of people because they rub off. I'm at the Black Needle Society that night. I was not aware. I've seen their clubs. I've seen their boxes, their retreats. Shame on me for not indulging. I actually got a freebie of one of theirs. It wasn't free to them, but it was on the free table. So this box was floating around. The whole time that we're here, we're getting all kinds of needle minders and floss holders and knick-knacky kind of stuff handed to us. And I'll show you some of those here in a minute. But these boxes were stacked on their table. And somebody said to me, you need to go get one of those. And I was like, okay. I've seen them. I've seen their videos. I have seen their product. I just wasn't aware. So I got this cute little box, and it's like a little retreat in a box sample kind of situation there. And I opened it up, and that is just adorable. And this is what I found. I got a ring for my floss holders. Those are super cute. Not saying I will never use them because it might be something I dive into. And Donna's wanting to do classic color work, so I might have to do some stuff too. This cute key ring, 3 inches. So I won't have any problems marking my material anymore. And then a sticker, which is going to go on my water bottle. Y'all excuse the nails. I need to update my nail color. So I got that. Met them. Sweet as can be. Took pictures. Met Athena, stitching goddess, who makes my shirt. She made me a t-shirt too. I just haven't been wearing it because I wear sweatshirts to work. So she'll be making me more stuff. I saw some of her other t-shirts there. I need some more stuff. So I met all of them, and we did late night stitching, and it was super fun. Oh, I met Sean and Fawn from Sanctum Stitching as well. She made cute little needle holders that's somewhere in all of this. So I have watched theirs. They are super cute together. I just love them. They're a couple, and they do fun and quirky kind of stuff, and they're both super shy, so they're just super cute. So I walked over, and Fawn is, you know, she's you know, communicating and fellowshipping, and Sean is steady stitching. No, it's more like he's got the hoop on the table and he's like stitching like that. I was like, he okay? She said, yeah, he's just stitching. I was like, okay. So we all ended up taking pictures later. That was fun. Hung out with Yamir that night. Almond M&M's. That girl stitches on 56 count 1/1. She told the story one night. I'm pretty sure she said, I didn't know better. So that's how she got started. She makes little bitty things because she's stitching 1/1. So cute. I adore her. Day 3. Got up, overslept, text Beth. I'm running a little behind, but I'm going to be there. I think I woke up at like 8:30 and we were going to breakfast at 9, or we were meeting for breakfast at 9 downtown. She's like, don't worry about it. We're running late too. No big deal. So we went to eat together. That's where I got my omelet. It was amazing. Bobby from Pumpkin Creek Primitives, who I had not met yet, was there, as well as the Black Needle Society and Athena and all of them. Was Bobby there? I feel like she was. I don't know. I can't remember. But I did meet Bobby, so that was super cool. She's a super cool chick too. Anyways, so we're all eating and chatting and talking, and I kind of got some just perspective on being a designer in this growing world of cross stitch. And so, you know, I'm just listening. I'm not talking, interjecting, nothing. I'm just listening. I just want to hear. And so, you know, at the end I ask questions. I'm like, how do y'all feel about people, you know, modifying your patterns to meet their taste in colors, in style, whatever? And they're like, is this a real question? And so, again, family, they're like, please do. Like, we want you to be happy with whatever it is that you're stitching because it's for your house. You know, we don't know what your house looks like. We want you to be happy with everything. And so I was like, I mean, I didn't know if y'all got offended, you know, when people change things to match their taste. And they're like, how can we get offended by somebody doing something to make them happy? Family, they just get it. So that made my day. When we got back, Chris Cross Stitch, goes to the platform. I didn't tell you about the platform. There's a platform at the front. I say platform, it's a podium, and there's a bell. And we were told before the event by people who had been there and just people who had been talking, make sure that you take something that you can finish at the event so that you can ring the bell, everybody can clap, and it's a thing. Yay, congratulations, done. No. When I tell you the emotional drain of hearing that bell, because there's clapping and there's screaming and there's hooping and there's people wanting pictures with it and there's people asking you at tables that you haven't even talked to, can I see? Can I see? Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. It's wow. So Chris was the first one, I think that I knew that went up there. We're hooping and hollering. She's got this big massive piece. It was called Kind and Gentle by Artful Offerings. This deer was like this huge, and he was blue, and he was gorgeous, and I need him. So, my aunts that are watching me, my birthday's like a year away, so save up. So Mom and Dad. Anyways, so she took that up there. We all screamed, hooped, and hollered. And then I am minding my own business. I am actually stitching. Sitting there stitching, and these people come in from I don't know where. And so I hear a bustle, and I'm like, what's happening? So I look over, and I'm not paying really attention to anything. And then Laura starts unwrapping a gift. Well, you know, if you watch Brenda and Laura, they get gifts all the time. They have Happy Meal from everywhere. They get stuff from everywhere. And so I was like, oh, look, somebody brought them a present. That was sweet. I'm still stitching. I hear, oh my gosh. And I'm like, Laura has 2 pieces that she had framed. I'm guessing while she was there, really didn't follow through on that story like I should have. And they hand-delivered them to her in brown wrapping paper. And she opens them up, and they are absolutely gorgeous. No, I don't have names. She'll show you on the next video, I'm certain. I'm like, did you just have that hand-delivered? And she's like, yeah. So she stands up, she goes off, and she shows all kinds of people. And she comes back around to me, and I take a picture. I might put it in on the end. I don't know. And so there's a little, and then there's big. And so she's holding them up. And I'm like, Laura, they're so beautiful. She said, I didn't even iron them. I'm like, at least you're honest. So they took care of everything. They ironed it and everything. So that was awesome just to watch that whole thing transpire. Because it's like, what's happening? I got to hang out with Alexis from My Amazing World. Alexis, My Amazing World. She's absolutely gorgeous. Genuine, fun. She's like, girl, I'm a hot mess. And I'm like, of course you are. We all are. It's okay. So I went to finish one of my my whips that I finished. I took up, did the whole thing. And as I'm walking back to my seat, she said, what is that? And I showed her. She's like, girl, send that to me. I need to make it a pillow. And I was like, okay. So now I have a pillow finisher. And on it, your job is not replaced. But I already know that you're going to love it. Because, you know, a professional pillow finisher. I can't talk. Okay. So let me just show you guys what I got. Because you get it. A lot of stuff happened. I've been talking 38 minutes, y'all. A lot of stuff happened. I'm hoping that you can picture it. Because it was a lot. So, I didn't go to Keepsakes. I know, shame on me. I completely messed up the whole assignment. I went to the Annex and I bought a few patterns. And that was so overwhelming. I had to get out of there. And I texted Jody and I was like, how do I order your fabric? And she was like, just text me. And I was like, cool. So I didn't buy any fabric. I bought a few patterns. You'll see them in a minute. And I got out of the shopping area. Stitchers like to look at every piece. It was crowded. So people walking around were giving away needle minders. And I got some cute ones. Look at all those. These are the bougies. This is Snug Harbor. Oh, I have to tell y'all a story. I can't remember who did this one, but this is actually one of those 3D printers. Like, she made the whole thing. It's amazing. I don't think there's a name on. Oh, wait, there's a website. I can't get it to move. Yeah, but it was amazing. This is made by Alexis. I knew that one. This is Linex Stitches. This is a Creative Country Girl. I can't remember who did the butterfly. So I got those. And then, I'm not going to show you all of these. I did in the last video, but I've been talking a lot more and crying a little more. So, thread keepers. Look, Angela loves to stitch. She's another one of my new besties. I don't know, tiny house stitcher. Here's what I love. These people are perfect strangers when you walk in and best friends when you walk out. Like, we're texting. You know me. I'm like, I don't want to be in the way, but, you know, when they're texting and I'm texting, then we text back. It's awesome. Screen Door Needleworks. She's a new designer. Y'all go check her out. The bougies. These pretty little ones. I'm ending up showing them. Jan Hicks. I want to do all of those patterns together and frame that like that. That's amazing. Alexis. There was a caricature when they went on vacation, I think. Brenda and the Cereal Starter. Super sweet. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna be here forever. Okay, so we got all kinds of thread keepers. That was fantastic. All right, now my bag. So did I tell you about the freebie table? I really don't remember if I did or not on this one. There's a table full of patterns that people have decided that they no longer need. For whatever reason. They don't want them, they've already stitched them, whatever happened. So they left them for you to go shop. You're not charged anything, you just pick them up and leave. I felt greedy, but I was told multiple times, stop. That's what that's here for. So let me just show you what I did. Autumn and Stars Hollow. If you know anything about me and my kid, you already understand. This is Black Needle Society. Oh my gosh. Y'all. So, I got that. Erica Michaels, Every Moment. I texted that to Aunt Donna. She said, that's my taste. I said, I know. This is a kit. I just felt like I needed it. In a world where you can be anything, be kind. Absolutely. This is Amy Birkin. Amy Birkin Designs. Mama's Quilt. This is M Designs. Love that. I got this for this design. This is a magazine, but I opened it and there's so many more in there that I want to do. So I'm not gonna flip through them all right now. Little Pink Houses. This is Annie B's folk art. Love that. It's gonna happen on blue too. Threadwork Primitives. This is the Crow. That's right up Aunt Donna's alley. Words of Thanksgiving. Thought this was super pretty. Aunt Donna said never. It's all backstitched verses. That top is detailed though. The Cross Stitcher magazine from February 2005. I got it for the chocolate. I think there's other things in there I wanted to. This is super cute. It's called Stitch Faster, and the story on the back says that a husband called his wife and said, are you stitching? And she said, of course I am. He said, stitch faster. So she designed a pattern. I thought that was sweet. That I bought. 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 Christmas Traditions. I love these books. There were several books on the table, but this is the only one I got because obviously it's got a song and then it had musical instruments. So I'm not sure what all's in this thing, but it's going to be a treasure. I got this, the Christmas Gentleman. Mama said that was for my daddy, so I need to get busy. It's super pretty. I haven't looked at the details yet. This was right up Aunt Donna's alley. She said so. Lori Holt. Be in my bonnet. Super cute. Look at that scarecrow. And then lavender rose. So those are off the freebie table, and then so was this. There's a story behind this one. So I already know if I say this, I'm gonna get like probably a million offers to send this magazine. I got this because of the cats. Because the magazine from 2019 also had a cat. He was a scary cat. This is a cute cat. And the magazine from 2019 was laying on the floor beside my bed the night of the fire because I had been looking at it. So it's the last thing that I remember seeing in my bedroom. And so I was like, I need this. I didn't need it, but I wanted it. So that's what I got. The Just Cross Stitch Halloween. And then I went to the store and I said, Melissa, be good. Because I don't need patterns. All those pattern things down there. But I got this. Stitching Makes Me Happy. This is by Needle Bling Designs. And I got this Stitch Con, which is going to be a stitch along in July. I'm pretty sure I have some fabric just about that color. So I'm not going to have to buy anything. I love Dr. Maya. This is a Salty Stitcher. Since I have been on my whole mental health journey, I have fallen in love with Brene Brown and all of her things. And so she introduced me to Dr. Maya. So I wanted to do that for sure. And then, I haven't talked to her about this yet, but Jen got this Rebel Stitchers design, and I kind of need to talk to her about stitching it together. I love it for the poem. But then you got all of the names of these impactful women in history. And both of my daughter's initials are going to go in the circles. Because they're amazing and they're history makers. So, that's going to happen. And then there is Hive Rules, which has been everywhere. This came out during market. Primrose Cottage. And I kind of started decorating with bees. When I was a kid, I got a name meaning little magnet plaque something, and it said that my name meant worker bee or something. My mom was Queen Bee. We know. So anyways, I like the bees. I like the honeycomb more. And then I bought this, and this is also a stitch along that's going on. I'm not going to do the stitch along, but I am thinking I'm going to do some maybe variegated stuff here. So we'll see what happens. But I got that. That's not the end, people. I haven't shown you the finishes. So, I had more giveaways too. Because this is the bougie bag. The Stitchers gave me a gift bag with this cute koozie. Creativity is intelligence, having fun. And they gave me some chili makins because they're from Wyoming, where the real cowboys are, right, girls? And they gave me some tea. I love tea. And then they gave me some very pretty colors. $7.29 and $8.39. I actually just finished using some $8.39. Annie gave me a scissor fob, and so did somebody else, and I can't remember who it is right off. I'm sorry. But I got 2 blue scissor fobs. They're so beautiful. And then, oh, there's another one. Where is it? there it is. These are the needle keepers from Sanctum Stitching. Fawn said I cut those out myself. I said you did a good job. So I was happy to have those. And Carla was having a 50th birthday, and so she decided to invite everybody. So she had these cute little tins made up. My nails look horrible. It came with DMC 310 because who doesn't need 310? And then she had these cute thread keepers made up. And a needle minder. Happy birthday. And mine has a blue charm, of course. And then she gave us a John James needle. That was sweet of her. So I got all that. All that back together. Oh, and my girls gave me this too. It's Wyoming Boss Keepers on cards. Super cute. Oh, here are my stickers from StitchCon. So everybody's into stickers, and I do keep stickers in my planner, but my planner is for everything. It's not just stitching. So we got StitchCon, and then we got a long one. I've already put one on my coffee mug. Somehow I got a second set I'm not mad about. This is their store sign, since I didn't get to go. They had a cute bus made up. Barb's husband was a driver, and then they had another driver. It says Stitchy Bus on the side, and you would call for it if you needed it. They had another event booked. I didn't know about it. I wasn't stressed about it. It was a gun and knife show. I'm not a stranger to gun and knives. No big deal. You know, that's not a trigger or anything. Noises are, so I wanted to make sure that there was no demonstrations I didn't know about. No big deal with that. So I didn't wake up freaking early in the morning. They opened the doors for us at 7 so that we could beat the crowd, and I didn't do that. So when I got there, the entire parking lot was full. Now there was parking across the street. I didn't realize it until later. Circled the place 3 times. It's like, I don't know, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. I'm like, forget it. I'm going back to the hotel. I'll just stitch there. Disappointed. Yes. Upset. Stressed out. Absolutely. So I got to the hotel, went up to my room, and I said, no, I'm not. So I pulled out my passport book, and inside it was Barb's husband's phone number so that you could call him for the Stitchy Bus to come wherever you were. So he answers the phone. This is Joe. I said, hey, it's Melissa. Can I get a ride from the hotel to the convention center because I can't drive in that? He's like, sure, where are you? So I told him 5 minutes, maybe. I was sitting on the back. I had opened the back hatch to my vehicle, sitting in the back, just sitting there waiting. And the gentleman pulls up. He's super polite. He's like, are you waiting on me? And I was like, I am. Thank you so much. I get on, and there are 3 people on that bus. Now I know for a fact that bus has been packed the entire time. He made a special trip for me. Family. So got back over there, and I was there the entire day. And we went to dinner that night. Let's see, it was me and Jen and Nancy and Annie and Stitch Etc. You know, I'll be going to their event next month. Yeah, they were there. Ashley and Kim. It was fun. That was where I was worried about for my food. I got it. Hamburger's fine. And Kim's like, did you email me a request for food for our retreat? And I was like, no. I can eat meat, eggs, you know, cheese. It's fine. She's like, no, we have a great chef. Like, please, I'll take care of you. And I was like, okay, so I've emailed them. I don't like to be taken care of, but it's fine. This is what the keepsake's house looks like. Isn't it cute? Got off on that tangent. Okay, so that was all the giveaways. What did I work on while I was there? Glad you asked. My first finish. I finished Aunt Donna. She hates this thing so much. She doesn't hate the pattern. She hates the material. This is King. Across the Stitches, I think, is the designer. And that is that Murano car or something like that Hobby Lobby is selling now. It's 32 count. It was actually really fantastic to stitch on. She just hates it. I think it's the color. This is Teresa Kogut, my darling. It comes in the Thoughts and Memories book from Market. I changed the border, because that is legal, to be the color of Mental Health Month. And that's the one that Alexis is going to do for me. I finished this in the hotel on Sunday night before I left Monday. I said I'm going to finish Oh Dear. And I did. So he's cute. Kind of feel like I'm going to frame him in red. I was thinking I was going to do a turquoise. But I like the idea of the red. Because number one, it's Christmas. And number two, he only has red on his nose and mouth. I feel like it would make the red pop. And the turquoise pop. So I got home. I had worked on this a little bit while I was there. But I got home and frantically finished it yesterday. So this is a finish. This is Stitcher's Resolution. It's a heartstring samplery, Beth Twist. No modifications except my initials. It's in DMC. I had this one, I think, since Valentine's Day, but I finished it. This is a Housewives Across Stitch on black 14 count Ada with called for. That's super cute. Pretty sure it's going to be on a block and on my coffee bar. This is Bats in the Belfry. I can't remember who it's by, but you guys have seen it enough. And I finished it today. Isn't that pretty? All those bats. I love that. So I'm looking forward to getting that stitched. I mean, framed. Not sure how I'm going to do that yet. What did I work on? Changed World was not worked on much at all. I think I have to be quiet whenever I'm working on this. So for those of you who are new, I said I was going to do Changed World after I finished Seeking Refuge. And I just haven't gotten far on it. But I started on this line here. All of us there. Who was watching me? Somebody said, how far are you going to get on that? I was like, not far at all, because I'm going to work on other stuff. It's just, I really need quiet whenever I'm working on that. And then this was my StitchCon start. Because I knew I wanted to start her in the presence of royalty. It's a lavender and lace Celtic Spring. This is what I'm doing for my sister. Annie says to tell her it'll be done in 10 years. I'm working on 28 count Willow. Yeah, that's it. And that's how far I got. So I got a line done. That was all that I worked on. Yes. When I got home, because I held my mail until I got home to some goodies. So I'm going to show those and then we'll be done. It's only been an hour. And then I'm going to show pictures. Lots of pictures. Stand by for the pictures. You don't have to, but they're fun to watch. Just cross stitch. This came in the mail. I'm not about the C thing. Not my style. But this thing is chock full of things that I do want to do. I'll show you. I like this one. It's not really American Liberty. I like this. Of course, it'll be Arkansas. And I like the idea of the pillow. Alexis. I like the idea where you put the cute little heart where you belong. I love that. Love that. Again, not all about the beach scene. It's okay. There's so much more. They do have a lot of cute things in here from the beach stuff. They have aminals and that kind of stuff. I like this. Kind of feel like I might do some different colors there. We'll see. This is cute. That looks so easy. Maybe deceiving, but it looks easy. This is sweet. Happiness is being busy. If you know me. And then I really like this one too. So yeah, this thing is full of amazings. So it's not gonna happen today, but I did get that. I got my fabric flare in this color, y'all. I need more of this. This is called Dark Stormy Sea. Look at that. I don't know what I'm gonna do on it, but it's beautiful. Of course, fabric flare is printed, so it's only on one side. But yeah, that's amazing. And Donna, just go ahead and get your list. What do I need to do there? I feel like birds, I don't know. And finally, I got my quarterly. Get it out of my stack here. My Stitch Quarterly came in. I have material all over me now. And this is a super cute pattern. Isn't that sweet? It's called Citrus Summer. It came with this material, which I am loving. This is called, what's it called? It's called an exclusive. Curved Tile. That's what that's called. So I guess it should be like that. They sent a hoop. This is one of those clamp hoops. And of course you get a needle minder. How cute is that? I actually have little mugs like that. I might need to use them. A John James needle. It's not going to adjust. There we go. I believe those are 26. This is the threads. And I get DMC, of course. I'm just partial. Maybe it'll change. And this cute project bag, which is absolutely stitchable. I thought about starting to put Stitch with Mail on these because you get one of these bags with every subscription. I don't know. They're just cute. That's that. I can't think of anything else. So my overall impression of StitchCon is it's a must. It's worth it. It's not expensive at all. I mean, you know, whatever you want to do, whatever money you want to spend on food. I took food with me. I did eat out a couple of times, but you know, I ate in the hotel room as well. Whatever you want to spend on shopping, of course, It's a retail event too, you know, that you've got the keepsakes and the annex. I didn't talk a lot about the annex or the store because that wasn't like my cup of tea. But go watch Annie, go watch the other ones, and they went through the stores and showed pictures and all kinds of stuff. I'm super proud of all of our designers and our creators and all of the things. Shopping's just not something that I do. Clearly I do shop, but I shop more online. Like, I go for specifics. I'm not a browser. But the thing that I enjoyed the most outside of the rest, because that was certainly enjoyable, 5 days away was amazing. There wasn't just a lot that, you know, I could worry about because everything was out of my hands, like everything. And so it's just, you know, I couldn't do it. The Flosstube knows each thing is real. But the camaraderie, the Nancy and Jen got shirts that said straighten each other's crowns or something along those lines. You know, that's a popular saying right now. It was legit. Like, you know, you were literally, you know, people would see each other and, you know, if somebody's down or something's happening, they just perk them up. There were a couple of times when I was just lost, and there was one time, bless her heart, the lady who's sitting next to me, Nancy, I'm just spacing, and she grabs a hold of my arm, and she said, hey. And I come back to, and she said, are you okay? And I said, no, not really. I was like, give me a minute, I'll be fine. She watches me for the next 5 minutes, I think. I was like, I'm okay, go back to stitching. But we just took care of each other. I mean, it was just, that's part of it. I was talking to Barb, I guess the last night, maybe. I don't know if it was Saturday night or Sunday night. I guess it was Saturday night. I don't think I saw her Sunday. I said, I need you to know that this was needed. And she instantly, you know, she dives in. She's like, tell me what's going on. I was like, there's a lot. I was like, but this was needed. And I needed to thank you for making this opportunity happen. And that's how I felt about everything. So I'm really going to wrap it up on that. I would say, if I have a quote for this week, reflecting on StitchCon, reflecting on Flosstube, reflecting on my friends and my family, because of you, I laugh a little harder. I cry a lot less. And I smile a lot more. I don't know who wrote that. It doesn't matter. Because of you, life is good. You're an important part. You make things happen individually or collectively. Flosstube is my motivation sometimes to stitch when things hurt. Individually, some of you guys, you know, you text me, check in on me, message me, like my post. My family certainly checks in on me. You make life easier to do. And for that, I'm grateful. And I'm appreciative. And I know that I have a good life with you guys in it. So, I'm going to go ahead and log off on that. So some of you guys have already turned me off, and that's fine. I look forward to some more finishes over the next couple of weeks. Let's see. Am I recording Sunday night? Or is it next week? I think it's next week. Let's say it's next week. So a week from Sunday night, I'll be recording. So it'll be released the next Monday. So while I'm at work, it will be released. Yeah, that's what happens. We changed that a few weeks ago, and I haven't stuck to it since. Anyway, so I'll see you guys in a couple of weeks. I will probably have some more finishes because I am on a roll. And maybe even some FFOs. Who knows? I love you. I hope that you have a fantastic weekend. I hope that you're enjoying a lot of stitching. I can't wait to see it all. Please tag me, send it to me, text it to me, whatever. And until next time, Happy stitching, everybody. Goodbye.